When I was 20 weeks pregnant, my OBGYN told me to abort my daughter because she might have Down syndrome. I was warned that I only had 2 weeks left to get an abortion because of the laws in my state. And because my doctor said she couldn't guarantee I would deliver a healthy baby, she recommended that I terminate the pregnancy, ending the life of my daughter. I was 36 and pregnant with my 4th child, and while I was considered to be having a geriatric pregnancy due to my age, everything had been going so very well. At our daughter's 20-week ultrasound, my husband and I didn't expect to hear anything but good news, and it was going great as we had just found out we were having our first baby girl. But then the ultrasound tech got quiet and started taking extra notes and images, which made us very anxious, as during all my other ultrasounds, she had always been very talkative. When I asked her what she was seeing, she told me that the doctor would come back in to discuss it with us. And at this moment, my heart began to break as I knew this meant we were about to receive some bad news. The doctor promptly came in and told us that our daughter had 2 markers for Down syndrome and strongly urged me to have an amniocentesis test done to verify any chromosomal abnormality. Knowing that the amniocentesis carries some small risks of miscarriage, early delivery or infection, and that honestly, even if my daughter did have a chromosomal abnormality, we would still carry her to term and love her without condition, I decided to forgo this test. My doctor became frustrated with me and then requested that I follow her into a private room away from my husband to sign a form acknowledging that I was not following her medical recommendation. In hindsight, I know separating me from my husband was how they thought we'd be able to have an honest conversation about continuing my pregnancy based off the indicators that they were seeing on the ultrasound. If I was someone else who knew less about raising a child with Down syndrome, who had less community support, maybe wasn't married, or was facing an economic hardship, I know I would have felt that I needed to have an abortion. For when your trusted doctor recommends an abortion, it instantly paints a bleak picture of your child's future and what you as a mother can do. Their medical opinion places an overwhelming amount of pressure on you. My little girl and only daughter Esther was born at 38 weeks without Down syndrome and healthy, perfectly healthy. Over the years, I've run into dozens of other mothers who have had a same or similar situation happen to them where a doctor recommended that they abort their baby. Some had a misdiagnosis, and for some, their child did have a challenging diagnosis. But the one thing we all had in common is that when we were told abortion was the best option, we rejected it and embraced life. And none of us regret it.